Hello, Holly at DP Carney Construction. This is Joel from JND SEO. All right, and I told you I'd send you this video. I talked to you on the phone today. And so I'm just going to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. All right, so I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste mine, so I'll make this as quick as possible. If at the end of this video you want to hear more, then we can set up a time to talk. If not, then take these free tips that I'm going to give you, and you guys could apply them yourself. And you'll see the difference. All right, so the first thing I'll talk about today is content. So I'm on your homepage, DP Carney Construction, and scrolling through, you guys have a nice banner here. You got the contact us for a free estimate. That's a good little promotion there. And you guys do have some content, which is great. You do talk about some of the services you offer. It's good showing how many years in business. And you do show some of your projects, which is good. And some of the, I think, sponsors that you guys use. At the bottom, you got your contact info. So you guys have a decent site. One thing I would recommend is definitely having more content on your page. Having more content. And the reason, what I always say is that I want over 1,000 words of content. And the reason for that is because the more content you have on your page, the more words on your page, the more key phrases and keywords you can put in your phrase. And the reason we want those is for searches like this in Google. So Roofing Springfield MA, this is a great keyword here. And what you're going to find in any Google search is the first thing that shows up is the ads. And these are the new ads, the Google Guaranteed. These are better than these older ads. The Google Guaranteed ads, you'll get more qualified people calling that they've kind of checked, they know are looking for roofing right now. It's not just a tire kicker. And ads are a great way to bring people to your page and kind of boost your overall ranking. And after the ad section, we have the map section. And what you're going to find is the top 3 companies based on citations show up in this kind of preview window. And citations are just when you get your business name, address, and phone number listed in a directory site, such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, or like Home Advisor. And just one note on citations, they're not all created equal. Citations in your field or related, such as roofing or construction, will be much stronger and help you a lot more than citations that are unrelated at all. And then now we have, after the map section, we get into the organic section. There is a good amount of directories because we're in a pretty big search area of Springfield. So you do have Better Business Bureau, Home Advisor. This one here, GAF, it talks about the 146 best roofers. The best 10 roofers, these are all directory sites. And then once we get past those, you start seeing the actual companies show up with their websites. So what I did next is I took your company, dpcarney.com, and I put it directly into this program that I use called Ahrefs here. And what this does is it kind of shows me what's going on with your site. So what I noticed right away is that you have some local trust here with a 12. But you don't have any power behind that, and that's what this DR here is. So you don't have a lot of power behind it, and that's what that's doing is kind of limiting your ranking. And if we look here at your overall ranking over the last 3 months, you can see that it's been decreasing from each month down. It's actually lower now than it was back in February. So if you think of the internet as kind of a popularity contest, then whoever has the most votes, they're the most popular. They're going to get the most views, the most attention. And in this case, it's going to be visitors to your site. So what we're seeing here is that you have 11 referring domains or 11 other sites that are pointing back 35 links on their page back to your site. And you've actually gained 2 in the last month or so. And then for actual keywords that you guys can be found for in a Google search, like I put in here when I put in Roofing Springfield MA, you guys have 26 that you can be found for. You did just lose 4 probably in the last month or so. So that has dropped a little bit. And what that means is, what that kind of results in is that you guys have 2 visitors you're averaging to your site per month. So what we can do here is I can click the keywords and we can kind of look and see why you don't have more visitors coming to your site. Because you do have some good keywords. And we'll take a look at those and see what keywords you guys are ranking for. So right off the bat, you see Carney Construction, Carney Contracting. These are really good because this is your business name. This is going to help you to capture referral business and repeat business. They know your name. They're just maybe don't have all your contact info, so they're looking for you into Google. So these ones here. So let's look at the first one, Carney Construction. There's 100 people searching this every month. The problem is that you guys are number 13, which means you're on the second page, and you're kind of fading from the top of the page and going down towards the middle of the second page. And most people that do a search, I mean, they don't usually go to the second page to find what they're looking for. They're going to look at the results on the first page. And on this one, it looks like you did drop 4 spots probably in the last month or so. So you were actually at the bottom of the first page, and then now you've dropped onto the second. And that might just be, it probably has to do with your keywords and your site. But obviously, you're losing some strength on your site. So that's something you have to kind of keep on and maintain, monthly and whatnot. So then Carney Contracting, 20, and you guys are number 12. So again, you're on the second page. People probably just aren't finding you. On this one, you did move up 1 spot. So you probably were 13, you moved up 1. And then what I'd like to see, because these are good, but they help you with people that know your name. But the question is, how do you bring in new business, right? And the way you do it is for searches like I showed you before when I showed you Roofing Springfield MA. Because that's someone that doesn't know your name, and they're just looking for someone to help them out. So I don't really see any on your page. What I'm going to do is jump to one of your competitors. So we have Titan Roofing here. They ranked pretty high in the Springfield area. And I'm just going to throw them into Ahrefs to kind of give you a comparison. You can see they have a 12 in their local trust, and they have a power of 17. So again, 91 referring domains for them, sending them back over 900 links back to their page. They're being found for 330 keywords. They did drop a few recently. And their traffic is they're getting over 582 people to their site every month. And they just dropped a huge portion of that. They just dropped 156, so they had a lot more than that. So again, let's take a look at their keywords, and let's see what they're kind of ranking for here. Where are all those visitors coming from? And you're going to see Titan Roofing. That's their name. So 900 people searched that, and they are in position 1 for that, so they are getting most of that traffic. And the only problem with Titan Roofing, and the reason why you have so many, is because it's a national term. That's not specific to Springfield, Mass. like this one is. So even though that's a huge number, the problem with that is you might get people that call you and ask for roofing, but they're not near you, or they're not even in the state. They may be on the other side of the U.S. So this one here, Titan Roofing Springfield MA, this is a little better. It's less volume, but the 30 here, they're still number 1, so that means they're pretty much getting all of that 30. And then for this one here, there's another 30, and they're number 2. And let's look for some of those terms that I was kind of looking for a new person. So here's one right here. Roofing Springfield MA. So this is the one that we put in. And 70 people do search this every single month. And they're number 10 to this one. So they're actually at the bottom of the first page. They moved up 1 spot. They were in the top of the second. So that's not great, actually. I always try to get my clients into the top 3. That's always the goal. When you get in the top 3, you're getting at least a chunk of it. Obviously, we're trying to get into the number 1 so we can get almost all of that traffic. And for this term specifically, it actually doesn't look that difficult based on the difficulty. But all right, so let's see what else they have. Looks like some projects they potentially did. And so I would say whatever towns and cities you do work in that you do services for, those are the ones I would you need to have keywords for all those and try to corner the market and get as many of those as possible, because that's where you're going to get all your traffic. All right, so I showed you guys a little bit about content, citations, and backlinks. If you guys want to hear more information, and we can talk about how we can get you ranking for some of your keywords and get you some better keywords, that are going to bring you people in your area ready to, look for a roofer. This is my phone number. We can set up a time to talk. And if not, guys, then go ahead and apply what I told you. And actually, one more thing I forgot to tell you earlier. Your site right now is not secure. So I would definitely go ahead and get that secured, because that will also hurt your ranking. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great night.